Hello guys, welcome back to another City Slickers podcast episode. Am I saying too much?
No, it's good.
No, it's good.
It sounded really good.
I never took more than 2 takes. This is a 6th one. Okay. Hello guys, welcome back to another City Slickers podcast episode. Of course, together with me is $2.20. Hello buddy, welcome.
Hey, how you going?
Doing well. And today we have as a special guest Akruas. Hi Akruas, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Hello, thank you for inviting me.
Oh man,
Always.
absolute pleasure. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. So Akruas, whereabouts are you joining us from?
I'm currently in Prague, in Czech Republic.
Oh, very
Nice.
cool. So I guess a similar time frame for as Skibbers,
Almost.
right?
Yeah,
Almost. 1 hour.
Almost?
Yes.
Oh, 1 hour.
An
yeah,
hour
he's
difference.
1 hour ahead me.
Ah, right. What time is it then?
It's 9 a.m.
We are
Skip it.
very morning persons.
Yeah.
You
Well,
are.
not really, but you guys made me go up. So.
Oh, well, extra appreciation, man. Yeah, thank you. I mean, Skip's up with the 8 o'clock. I mean, I didn't realize that's how early it was for you.
Well, it's 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. for me, so
Oh,
we're
right,
okay.
okay. Right.
I'm okay as well.
No excuses.
But yes, no. But thank you for joining for us so early. You know, the time difference is really always.
Yeah.
Actually, it's always a problem. Let's say because $2 he lives in the future, so it's a bit hard to have the perfect timing. But thank you so much for joining us today. Akruas, I have a question, and I think you already know what I'm going to ask you. At a point, you took a break from your
Yeah, I did.
Six Canaanites videos. Yeah.
I'm kind of taking breaks all the time these days, but yeah, I think at the end of last year, I kind of took a half a year break or something. It was just way too much already. I was not exactly having the time to make videos anymore, and you know, I was kind of burning out from making cities. Honestly, I didn't really want to even play the game at that time, so I just decided to take a break. Well,
Oh,
at that
okay, so-
time, I kind of decided to just completely, get rid of YouTube, but then I was kind of homesick or something. So,
Yeah.
so I started doing it again. Obviously, the lockdown helped because, in March, April, or something like that, we had the lockdown. So I had suddenly a lot of time to, open cities and do some playing. So that made me go back, yeah.
Yeah, it's like even though probably it's not the best time to say this, but it's like a virus when you do
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
A different one, a good one, I guess. At least it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in some ways, yeah.
I never took a break. I mean, I think I had like 2 weeks break when I was on a vacation some time ago, but I had some videos to cover me up. But nevertheless, I never had a break. I don't know for how long I will be able to resist having this break. I don't know. $2? Have you had a break till now?
No, I think... I guess there was a point in my channel where I started releasing every week. And when I started releasing every week, I think there's only a couple of times where I'd missed that, weekend upload. But I mean, that's not me like worried about the grind or like, feeling pressure. Like every now and again I get comments of people saying, "Oh dude, like don't stress out. Don't, put yourself through it." But I actually just really, like, I think I'm a little bit addicted. Like, I really like just sitting there and pumping out videos, and I feel a bit weird not releasing a video on a Saturday, because I release my videos at 11 p.m. on a Saturday, which is, I think, like, I don't know, afternoon for you guys, morning for the US, nighttime for Australia. But that's, like, usually the best time for me to upload. So if there's like a time that I don't release a video on a Saturday night, I feel a little bit like, it feels like a weird weekend. Like I really enjoy that, looking forward to the weekend. I get to release that video, But I also understand, like, if you're not enjoying it, then if there was ever a point where I wasn't enjoying it, I'd totally just give a break. because I think that's really important.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was not really
YouTube
into
burnout's
it,
that's a real thing.
Yeah. Because it was last year 2019, but I was already doing 2 videos a week. I think I started doing that in like May or something. Then I continued through the summer because, like summer there's nothing going on, so I can have the time. But towards the end of the year, it was getting really stressful. Like doing 2 videos a week, it was just not working out at all. And I think I kind of, pushed it a bit too much. So yeah, I just burned out. That's all.
2 videos a week is a lot.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of like I don't know how long it takes you to edit and do commentary and put the video together, but
I think
feel like that
maybe
can be-
like 20 hours on average for like one video, including everything like building, editing, uploading.
yeah, that's
I
a
guess.
lot. That's
Yeah.
a hell of a lot of work. And 2 videos, that's
Yeah,
2
it's
days.
impossible.
Yeah, it's too much. It's almost like a full time.
Yeah.
I think I think a lot of people underestimate how much time and effort goes into making these videos. I definitely don't start up the game and just like I'll just go over here and I'll work over there. It's like I sort of play to record, but I mean
Yeah.
that's how I like doing it. But yeah, 2 videos. So 20 hours you reckon on average it takes per video?
Maybe. It varies a lot, obviously. Maybe it's a bit less on average. I'm not sure.
But yeah,
guess-
if you think about it, 20 hours would mean like take in consideration that everyone or most of the people work and you have a job and you have to get home, or
Yeah.
maybe not now because probably you are working from home. But yeah, I mean, for me it was like 6 or 7 p.m. I could have started working on my stuff, but you can't work more than 3-4 hours per day, so it
Yeah.
would be like 5 days, right? So yeah, it's quite a lot when you think about it.
Yeah,
Even saying,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a time-consuming game. But I mean, all these sort of games are very time-consuming. Like, you just need more hours. And I don't know about you guys, but it's so often I don't know, it's like 11 p.m. You just you just go to bed. And it's like, oh, one more intersection. Just gonna do one more thing. And it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's too late.
I have time for intersections all the time.
I've got a...
I can make time.
hey, buddy, I saw your most recent video of I saw that.
I can't hear
Stuff
you.
around in my
I'm losing you
intersection.
guys. I'm losing you. Hello. Yes.
So unbelievable.
Yes. So no.
So Akruas, I don't know if you saw, but I built in Little France about 6 months ago. Skip's like, oh hey, do you want to come and build in my city? I was like, oh lovely, thank you very much. And then I built something, and I built an intersection. And I said on camera, I think this is not my best. This is really bad. And then Skibbeth, comes along with the prop line tool or intersection
Yeah, marking
tool.
Marking tool, yeah.
Yeah, and then just totally. I mean, you did do a really good job. It does look a billion times better.
I know. It's very hot in here. Suddenly, it got hot.
We're the ones going into summer, you bloody liar.
No. So let me tell you how things happened. So I was redoing most of my intersections, intersections.
Okay.
And then I loved your intersection. There is no doubt about it.
Bullshit.
No, I swear. Come on, I said it in the video as well, in the commentary. But the thing was, it was too cool. Your intersection was really, really cool with that little thing in the middle there.
Oh yeah.
I didn't build anything like that, and the intersection marking tool is a disease. And for everyone who is using it, it's it's nastier than a virus, because I can't stop myself. My videos are taking longer now because of this. And every single time I move on the maps, on my map, I see an intersection that has to be done or has to be changed. I wasn't going to touch it your intersection, but again, I swear it was really, really cool. Something like, it was like, imagine it's like 1 to 4, 5 roads coming into one single point and having like a small, not a roundabout, but an area where some cars can do a U-turn. And I didn't want to do another intersection just like that. And I couldn't help myself. And I'm sorry for that. I really am. And I wanted to tell you and ask you, but I said, hey, maybe he's not going to watch it. God damn it, he saw it.
I saw the thumbnail. I saw the thumbnail. I'm like, that's my intersection.
Come on. I should have changed the building, maybe. Oh, no. Oh.
It is.
I can undo it.
No, please no. I'm only joking. That mod is so fantastic. I mean, what an incredible mod. Akruas, I saw that you released a tutorial the other day on it.
Yes.
Yeah, on the intersection marking tool and the node controller, because they are both just, I don't know how to even say it. They are just amazing.
Can you explain the node controller, because I've seen it, but I haven't really used it.
So the node controller, I was actually pleasantly surprised that the node controller, I released a video in, I'm not sure if it was last year. I think it was last year when I went into the road editor in the game. You know, the road editor that came with the, which DLC was that? Mass Transit, I think. And there are like tons of different settings that you can do for roads. You can do the flat intersections or unflat intersections, I guess. Yeah. Then you can do the smooth corners for the roads, for segment ends and, you know, the connecting points. And it was actually the time when I was doing the start of the European series, the Altengrad series, and I really hate the tram intersections that the vanilla game does, because it creates like very sharp corners for the tracks, and it's just terrible. It doesn't look good at all. And I was thinking of maybe just doing the intersections larger or something, you know, creating my custom roads or something. I could obviously just detail it and have it non-functional, but you know, that would not be really good. So there's this like a value in the road editor that you can change, and the intersection is just going to get bigger, which means that the corners of the intersections are just going to be like smoother. You know, the tracks are going to have higher radius. The cars are just going to look more natural when turning. And, you know, this year, just a couple of months ago, there is suddenly a mod that does exactly the same thing, but from the game. So you can just click on a segment or segment end or a node, and you can do these changes in game for, you know, all these intersections that you have without having some custom rows or anything. So it's just great.
It's absolutely amazing. I haven't used it yet. That sounds incredible.
Yeah. And it's also very good for highways. If you are doing like vanilla highways especially, then you can create very smooth like ramps for highways. And obviously couple that with the marking tool, you can do the stripes and lines and everything. It's a game changer, like absolutely.
That's amazing. I didn't know that's what it was. Are you also using it, Skip?
No, because when this mod was released, somehow stupid me made I was like thinking the node controller is something, you know, when you can add an extra node on a segment or you can get rid of it. And I already had this mod from...
It's the road tools. Electrics is road tools.
Electrics is road tools. I have it since forever, and I'm using it to get rid of some extra nodes or just add them. And I thought that's what it does. I swear. I wasn't thinking it does a totally different thing. And then I saw Akruas posting the node controller tutorial, and I was like, why? Because it's easy. You know, you get rid of nodes and add some. And I said, okay, I'm gonna watch this. And when I saw what he was doing and what that mode does, I was like, oh my god. Oh, but I saw a video from somebody posted a cinematic on Twitter making a racing car track.
That was the Sheik. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But sadly, the cars are still at the same.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have that angle, you know, like the road. They are still horizontal.
That's
man,
unfortunate. Yeah.
That's bad.
So, Akruas, are you using these mods now in your series?
Well, I am, but you know, I'm kind of worried now that I heard all these issues. So, but I didn't experience any, so hopefully it's gonna be fine. I don't plan on unsubscribing from them, so
Yeah,
I
I think
hopefully it's
that's
gonna
it.
be all
Yeah.
good.
And also, I think a lot of problems happen when you like subscribe to assets while you're in game, and you know if you close the game.
Yeah, I
and
never
you're
do
doing
that.
Something,
Like,
yeah.
I think I did that once, like I don't know, 3 years ago or something. And you probably also use the Surface Painter, right?
Yes.
And if I subscribe to something in the workshop while in the game, then my entire city just gets, you know, completely changed to default with the surface painted areas.
Yes.
That was really painful because I didn't notice it at first, because the areas will not
Yes.
disappear, but they are just not there. You can just, I'm not sure how to explain it. While you're in the game, it's there, but when you load next, it's not there anymore. So you don't
This-
notice it right away.
This
So you
actually
save
happened
it.
to me.
And then it's gone. It's super
too.
painful to then change that.
So painful. It actually only happened to me a couple of days ago. That's
Oh,
never happened to me before. I remember Skib told me about it like a couple of years ago, and then I don't know. I was in game building, building, and then I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? Oh no! And then I had to like revert back to an old save. Oh god, I hate that
Yeah.
so much.
But how
Reverting back
come
to old
after so
save.
much time you subscribe to something while in the game?
It's tempting.
Yeah,
It's so
I
tempting.
mean, it's tempting, that's for sure. Or you remember, hey, I want to subscribe to something. Let me not forget about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yes, that's what I do.
But maybe you are watching like videos while playing the game, and someone is
Uh-huh.
using some building that you don't have. Oh, I have to have that.
Yeah, for sure.
that's,
Akruas, I want to know about your Aurelia series. You
Okay.
are going, like, what is it? You're in the 60s now for the episodes, right? Like
No,
s-
Aurelia is the futuristic city.
Yeah, but I mean like 60. You're up to number 60. 64.
Oh, episode. Oh, yeah,
number
right.
64.
Yeah, I think I have
Yeah.
like episode 64 or something.
Mm.
I did an episode where I was doing some landscaping on the map, because after a really long time I finally opened the show limits mod, right? And I was kind of surprised that I'm already at some 20,000 networks, and the limit is 32 or something.
Wow.
So that was not exactly, you know, good seeing that, because the city is far from finished. I think I'm like, I don't know, 1/3 of the city of the map that I want to build is done. So the networks will obviously not allow me to do that. So I had to do some changes to the map. So I'm gonna have some areas of the map completely blocked. And I kind of need to start thinking about finishing the series. Yeah.
I mean, like,
Otherwise,
would you?
I'm
I
just
guess
going to...
nodes is a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you can't really just delete. You know, if you had the prop limit, you can kind of just go back to some of the old ones again. Yeah, like delete all your.
Or you can
props.
just change it to procedural objects or something, right?
Yes, that too. So
But maybe not, actually, because I'm not sure if you guys saw the last episode from the Kobayashi Island from City Walk, City Wall.
Mhm.
He was explaining exactly this issue. Like, he built an airport with, you know, lots of tiny like decals, props, and everything, and he was struggling with the limits. So he just selected everything, converted into PO,
I
and
think
suddenly,
Sorry,
Yeah.
I think that was a big. Like, I think he selected like, I don't know, like 5,000 props and decals.
maybe
and
more,
stuff,
yeah.
and- yeah, yeah, probably a bit more. I think yeah, especially if there's some of the lines, just the decal lines.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I can imagine that was probably a lot. But nodes, I mean, the node limit's definitely a hard one to
Yeah.
avoid, isn't it?
It's definitely a problem nowadays, because even detailing is done with networks a lot. You have
Yes.
the lines, walls, all kinds of, you know, surfaces even are networks these days. So yeah, there are a lot of networks now.
True.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
it's funny
why
that-
when I can, I'm using fences, prop fences, and turn them into
Yeah,
procedural
yeah.
objects. I try to stay away from network fences as much as I can, of course. But the retaining walls, I can't. Those have to be used as networks.
Yes. So if you're thinking about wrapping up the city sooner than later, like what are you doing to, make sure that it's a finished product or finished city?
Sooner. I mean, it still might be a year before I finish it. Maybe I'm going to take another break. Who knows? But if there are some 20,000 networks right now in the city, and I'm at episode 60, then doing simple math, I should probably finish the series by like episode 90, 100, something like that. It would be kind of cool if I reached 100. I can do like the final episode 100. That would be nice. But yeah, I'm just going to have to start doing some less dense areas of the city. I just need to do some suburbs or something, just finish the edges of the city. Something
I'm
like
just
that.
really impressed that you're up to 64.
Yeah, well, I didn't plan it. I mean,
oh yeah, it's funny that.
maybe I did. I'm not actually sure. I didn't have any plan when going into this series. I was just thinking, I'm just going to build this forever. I'm just going to still add some new areas. I'm just going to still have new ideas or something. But obviously, you start having bad FPS. That's kind of the first point when you start thinking about ending the series. Like you just can't take it anymore. When you zoom out and you see the entire city with like 1 FPS. I mean, that's kind of the point when you think to yourself, well, how low can I go, right?
Yeah.
I remember when I started downloading mods, I was having like, nice 60, and then I started having like move it and, custom asset, then I went below 30, and I said to myself, well, if I go below 20, then I'm probably going to start a new series. Yeah, and now I'm perfectly fine building with like 5 FPS.
Yes. Yeah, and I still crank up all the settings too. I'm looking at the game and it's going like and then I'm ultimate ultimate level of detail up, like just like going like to the limits.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I bought 4K monitors so that I didn't have to use dynamic resolution, and I still end up like I still had it for ages. I'm just like, dude, just stop, just enjoy the frame rate. It's hard. But yeah, I'm really impressed because not many people really get their cities to be as complete as what you have, even though you're saying that it's not complete, it's not finished. You're up to 64. Most people don't get that far in their cities.
I mean, I was thinking sometimes that I'm just going to end it, but it just didn't seem fair to people, doing some episode where I'm just going to say, hey, I'm not going to finish it anymore. I don't like it. I just want to start something new. I don't know.
It's really hard though when you're working on a city and the motivation's not there anymore. I think it's really hard to call it.
That's another thing
to keep going.
Sure.
I know that this Miami project that I was working on, the vanilla one, I'm 2 episodes away from finishing, but I just can't get. I don't want to open that save game and work on it anymore because it's finishing. It's like it's almost like what's the point? Like why am I bothering with this? What am I bothering that? I'm so close, but I just don't like. I don't see the point in playing it or working on it. I know I need to make 2 videos, but it's kind of like
it's not that bad. Like 2 videos.
It's not that bad, no. But I mean, you work on an intersection. Let's say if I build like a whole bunch of suburbs, and it takes ages.
Yeah.
And then I close the game and it's finished. And it's like, oh, great. So I build all these suburbs. I'm going to look at it for like an hour. And then that's it. I'm going to close the save game and, that's it. I find the end of a city really, really hard. It's the hardest part for me.
Yeah, it kind of is. I think ending a series, and especially if you end it because, prop limit or bad FPS or some other reason, it's really bad.
Oh God, I wish I hit the problem limit in Miami. I wish I hit a limit. I was like, oh, sorry guys. Or maybe I just pretend that my save game crashed. Oh guys, the save doesn't have.
Yeah, I guess you can always say that, like lightning struck my house or something, burned down my PC. I'm sorry, exactly. Lost the save file.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, when you lose interest in a series, or you don't feel you want to build anymore, or you lose your inspiration, anything like that, yeah, it's okay. I mean, you can end the series actually because you are fine with it. But if there is the other reason like FPS or
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe a corrupted save game forever, like not only one, maybe all, or you reach a limit, then it's not your decision to end the series. Is like you have to end the series.
Yeah.
And that's
Nothing
the
you
sad
can do.
part, I guess, in my opinion. That's because you really want to keep working on it, but you cannot do that because, reasons like that. Unfortunately, node limit, segment limits, rows, whatever, network limits, those are actually kind of impossible right now to replace, like it was with props. Props, you can change some stuff into procedural objects and you're really okay with that. But yeah, networks, maybe someone will find a way to, like with the tree limit, even that one,
Yes.
unlimited trees, even though I never understood why unlimited trees, because that's one of the mods that doesn't make that much of a sense. I don't know.
Well, you never had problems with the limits of trees?
No.
There's like 250,000, I think, limit.
Yes, but no, I never had, and I find like that 250k trees are more than enough. I'm not going to detail the faraway corner of the map with trees.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
the area around the city, maybe some mountains or whatever. Yeah, you can add some trees there, but I don't think detailing every single bit of a terrain there with trees and bushes, especially if you use bushes which are very small and they can barely be seen on the map, then it's bad. But
I always hit the tree limit.
I cannot use the unlimited trees mod. Well, again, for me never happened to reach the tree limit, but I never use it because I need the tree snapping mod.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't work together.
No, they don't. I use the tree snapping in Aurelia, but I don't use it in that other series. Because I'm kind of thinking that in the other series I am going to do a lot of trees all around the map, so kind of prepared in advance.
Sense.
But these days you don't really need to, because you have that, I'm not sure what it's called, Electrics mod. It converts vehicles and trees into props.
Yes, that's what
So if you really wanted to, I haven't used it for trees, only for vehicles, but I'm thinking that it's probably going to take a long time to convert all the trees on loading. But technically it is possible to use procedural objects for trees.
Yeah, I think you can just plop down trees as props and then you can transform them into procedural objects. Well, you have to do that probably little by little, because otherwise it will take forever, or maybe the game will crash. That's the, let's say, plan B if you really,
plan B,
need
exactly.
the unlimited trees mod, for sure. Which for me it's not mandatory. I can live without it. I mean, I did so many years.
I love it. I'm obsessed with doing all the tree detailing, and I always go over, always hit that limit. When City Walk was building in Marble Mountain, he hit the limit and he had to delete some trees from the corner. Because I haven't downloaded Unlimited Tree mod for that series, I was just like, no, I must stick within my limits. And every time I have to build a new area, I have to delete more trees from somewhere else.
Yes.
It's really sad.
It's like in real life.
It is.
Yes. In real life, we go and cut down lots of forests.
It's true.
That's how it works. So you
Yeah.
can just plop down if you want. You can plop down some tree stumps as props. Hey, there was a forest here. Not anymore.
Yeah. I don't
That's how
know.
it works.
I just I don't know. I find building all the nature stuff really interesting. Like, it's always so much fun. I'm surprised you haven't used unlimited trees.
Yeah,
It's kinda
again,
nuts.
it's because I prefer to detail with trees, bushes, flowers, whatever, my city and the surroundings. But I'm not going to do this on the other sides of the map. I have to admit, I don't remember if in Andorf or Yellow Hill a long time ago, I also had to delete trees from other areas in order to have the possibility to add more trees around the city. But again, that's why I am zooming out. Yeah, it's not that pleasant to see an empty map without trees, but I don't remember how many times I actually show the map from above, honestly. So I try to, in Little France, the map is completely empty of trees. I have trees only in the city. And I want to do some little forests at the city outskirts and whatever at a point, so make a nice foliage. But the corners where the fog is, I really don't need to add any tree there.
I always think I'm going to get that far as well. I'm just like, but I'm going to work out this way. Akruas, you might work out that way.
By the way, with that mod that turns trees and vehicles into props, and eventually into procedural objects if you want to, you can even play with the tree color a bit.
Yeah, I guess.
But there is an extra little trick there to do so. Because if you turn it into procedural object, you still cannot color it. You have to add like a rectangular over it. It's a feature in where you have to add the text as well. You can add text, of course, not on a tree, but you can add also a rectangular.
Oh yeah, in procedural objects, yeah.
Exactly, on procedural objects over that object. In our case, the tree. And you can colorize there. That will actually overlay with the tree. But you have to play with the opacity a bit. I managed to make a tree made by Mr. Mason, I think it was. And I did that. And I colorized it just a tiny bit. And you can play how much of the tree should be colorized. And it was like looking like only the top of the trees are going, rusty a bit. Really cool tree. Yes. Yeah. If you guys, you should try it, but it's really, really, really cool. I find it, we don't have too many autumn colored trees, like
that's
red,
really interesting.
yellow, orange,
Yeah.
only a few of them. So that's a trick that can work, but it's cool.
Yeah, this recoloring, I saw a video made by Titan. He was making a monastery, and he was using all kinds of different buildings, just clipped together. And usually there is a problem that all these buildings have different colors, right?
Yeah.
And especially roofs. And he was using exactly this technique. He put these rectangles on the roof textures only, and he matched the colors of the roofs.
Yes.
That was just absolutely amazing when I first saw that.
Wow.
It's kind of something that you don't immediately think that this mod can do that. Because obviously procedural objects were intended to just put the texts on something like, bus stops, name it and something.
Yeah.
But suddenly you can recolor parts of textures on buildings.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
That's
yes.
amazing.
Yeah, it really is. I know the trick from City Walk. He showed it to me some time ago, not long, but some time ago. And I started using it for quite some time now, and it's really cool. But by the way, you can even, and I did that, you can create a different shape of a building with procedural objects. When you go to the vertices, maybe you need to clip it with another building, but you have to rotate it a bit. Well, you can just rotate some vertices now. There is the option to rotate only vertices in somehow. So a part of the building, it can be rotated and it doesn't look bad at all. You can merge vertices, you can flatten them down to the terrain level or flatten more of them at the same level, which creates totally different buildings. It's just a trial and error thing. I keep playing with those kind of things when I want to find something or create something in my city to match something from real life. It really is pretty cool. Procedural objects for me is the best mod so far, even though I love intersection marking tool. Yes, Move It is another mod that you cannot play with it. You can't play without it. Sorry. So, but procedural objects is my best mod yet.
Procedural objects definitely came a long way. Like I remember the first versions only had the basic stuff. You can only manipulate the vertices and stuff, and now you can rotate them, scale them, do the recoloring. It's crazy.
True.
And it's compatible, or the functionalities are now in Move It, so
Yeah.
that was
yeah,
just
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I think
The
that's
aligning
what's-
the heights, that was just amazing with props or
used that
roads
yet.
or something.
I think the thing that sold me on procedural objects is just how like user friendly it is.
Yeah.
It was like easy. I was kind of going, I'm not going to get into this at all. Because when you watch people do it and you think, that's just out of control. I don't get it. But it's really quite user friendly. It's particularly when it's with Move It as well. It's really quite an easy thing to do. And then you watch a tutorial and it's like, all right, got it. Easy
But
as.
You played Planet Zoo.
Yeah.
How you Planet Zoo?
Yeah, Planet Zoo.
It's called Planet Zoo. Okay,
Yeah.
it's the same way. At least when you have to rotate, move things, is the same way. Actually,
It is, but I just feel like it's adding more layers onto this game, Like, I feel like I go, this is the last mod I'm going to download. And then 2 weeks
Sure.
later, and this is going to, like, the other day I got the intersection marking tool.
Oh no!
Yeah, of course.
Really?
It's, yeah. It's just, I know, and I was like, I remember saying, like, in the very first episode of Marble Mountain, like, I'm not going to worry about intersections. This is just a super chill save. We're not going to do any of that. And then I'm there, like, connecting all the nodes up, getting all these lines going on. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's too nice. And the thing is, it saves time. It is so much
Yes.
faster doing it this way.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So you need node controller.
Well, yeah, I sort of feel like you kind of just sold me on it. I mean, I saw it come up. I purposely didn't read the description because I was like, if this sounds good, then I have to get this one as well. And I just was like, no, not listening. Don't want to know about it. But I think I'm gonna have to get it. Sounds amazing. Looks
Really
amazing.
good.
I just watched your tutorial on it, and it looks just ridiculous.
Yes. It's like, I mean, even in a simple intersection, Akruas was saying earlier, with the trams that make like a super steep 90 degrees corner, which is really bad. But also, it's pretty bad for cars too.
Yeah.
To take
yeah.
a right turn, or left turn on such, on a T intersection, for instance.
Yeah.
But yeah, now you can make it. You can make those curves so sexy with that node controller.
Yeah, definitely.
And people keep asking or saying to me in the comments, "Hey, node controller is an amazing mod. Hey, you should use node controller." I was like, "Why? What's going on in this mod?" Oh my god, I can't believe it. I wasted so much time without using this mod node controller.
That's how I feel about procedural objects.
Yes.
Like, why was I wasting so much time?
1 year of my life, I spent it saying to you, use it. Or maybe more than 1 year.
One more, yeah, I think more than that.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know. So I'm gonna go back to Aurelia because I'm curious about the
Okay.
future of it. Like, what do you? Because
Yeah, me too.
So I believe that you'll probably wrap it up before you hit the node limit. I mean, there are workarounds. I guess you could go back and delete sections.
I mean, yeah, sure, I can always delete some stuff. Actually, I was
Yeah.
already doing that because right at the start of the series, I already started using the mod so you don't need to have pipes in the city, because those are also networks. So they eat quite a lot of networks. You can easily shave off some couple of thousands of, networks.
Wow.
So that's good. I also started redoing some highways because you usually, when you have those highways that go off the map, you don't really see them. Just like Skibbit says, it doesn't want to detail trees on the edges of the map. I don't really want to detail highways on the edges of the map. And they are usually like two networks next to each other, right? So why not just switch it into some kind of a road that's only one network? And that actually saves a couple of hundred networks. I was quite surprised. And you can also get the mod node spacer, I think it's called. You can set some ridiculously high value there, so that every time you create some, especially highways or like straight long roads, you can have the segments really long by default, which saves, again, quite a lot. But I guess it's only useful for when you are doing something new. I wouldn't really go into the city and start just deleting some nodes so I can save, something so I can build more. But I think I am going to see. I think I'm going to wrap up the series before the nodes are, all the way up. Yeah.
I didn't realize how big the city was. Like, I can't believe you've hit the limit already. What about future plans for builds? Like, do you already have the next couple of episodes in your mind?
Yeah, I actually already recorded for maybe like 5 more episodes or something. It was kind of crazy. Nice. I need to edit it, obviously, so that's gonna be the hardest part. But I was doing some more like high density expansion. I'm not sure if you guys saw, for example, the Avalon series from Flux.
Yeah.
He was also doing this right from the start, right? Just clipping buildings together, creating like very high density blocks. So I started doing something similar right now because I really want to just expand the city fast. Between these blocks, there are some projects like tram stations and stuff. That's what I always want to do. But I'm gradually just decreasing the density and creating some edges of the city. So hopefully the city limits will not, or the network limits will not run out before I finish that all around the city. I do have some projects for mostly like residential areas or something like that.
What's the current population at?
I think it's at 70,000.
Okay, that's not too high.
No, it's not, I guess. I actually have placed a lot of office buildings because I was starting at the center, obviously. So all those high rises are offices. I don't use the mod for the demand, like the demand bars are always up. I don't use that. So pretty much in all of those videos that I do, you can see that there is the residential demand always maxed because there are like maybe like 4 times as many jobs available as there are people living in the city or something.
So 2 years
because I just
later,
placed offices. Yeah.
2 years later, you finally get into the residence.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably going to absolutely destroy traffic in the city as well.
But it's always fun when you start getting traffic and you're like, I've got to try and fix this now.
Yeah.
How can I have more traffic in my city?
More?
You don't hear that too often, huh?
No, I don't.
Yes,
You're
I need
using
traffic.
There's a mod that's the more I can't remember what it's called. You're using that one, aren't you? Oh, let me get this out. You can cut this out if you like.
No, but
there's the
I mean,
configure outside limits or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the one you mean. It's a mod that lets you configure how much traffic is spawning at the edges of the map.
Oh, I can.
So you can increase the dummy traffic, which is the traffic that just goes into different cities through your city. That's something if you want to have like denser highways or something. You can even put like more tourists there, which I don't really want to.
Have you not used that mod, Skip?
No, I'm not using it because I didn't know about it or I forgot about it. God knows. I just want to have more traffic in my city because I feel like I don't have enough, and my intersections, they are being detailed. But
oh yeah.
Cars are not actually driving, and I have to admit I don't have industry, which also pulls traffic for a city or into a city. I only have some shops and some offices. That's all I have, of course, and that is the residential ones.
Are you talking about Little France?
Yes. Yeah. Because Arndorf, I'm not going to play. I will have to end Arndorf. I need to make the final episode of it.
You need to finish it off proper.
Yes,
what was why have you decided to end that series?
Because the view count is getting really low now, so I can imagine that people interest into Arndorf is really low, and I don't feel I want to do too much in Andorf either, so it's okay for me. I'm very, very into Little France right now, honestly.
Great.
I think Little France is the most detailed city I've done so far. And thankfully, with procedural objects, I can avoid prop limits. I already have like around 30,000 procedural objects in the city. Plus some, I don't know, 15,000 props as well.
Yeah,
That's how I
trying to
started.
load up your city. It took like 20 minutes. Because Marble Mountain takes, I don't know, 3 minutes. So I just sit and watch the screen, and then I loaded up Little France, and I'm like watching the screen going, like, what the hell? I think I had to like,
now it's
folded
worse.
the washing, made dinner.
It's worse now.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah.
When I worked in Mars as well, it's just like there's so much procedural objects in that series that I went and made dinner, and then too bad if you want to subscribe to something later on and you want to use it, you gotta be like, I gotta close the game and open it up again. I don't know how he does it.
That's procedural Mars right now.
Procedural Mars.
Yes. I mean, it's craziness. The amount of procedural objects there are. I don't even know. I have to ask CityWalk. I'm curious now.
Yeah, it's
Probably
amazing.
is huge.
It's
Akruas,
amazing.
have you ever thought of a collaboration with someone else? I think
I'm not
almost all YouTubers did at least one collaboration.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if everyone, but I think most of the people.
I'm not sure how it works. You guys need to like subscribe to some collections or something.
That's the, let's say, least pleasant way of doing it.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah.
Usually the best way is to share an account.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this way. I mean, if I give you the account, you just you're logging into that account, and everything is going to be downloaded automatically. This way, you don't forget to add something from the collection or whatever. It's easy this way. It really is easy. But so no collaboration.
No plans right now. But who knows?
Nice.
I'm kind of
You
worried
should
that I
do.
would
You
just
should do. It's
screw it
fun.
up or something.
It's
I'm
fun.
not sure.
I'm jealous of your 5 episodes ahead. Like, that's the dream.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. I mean, I haven't edited it, like I said, but at least have it built. That's nice.
Oh, it's so nice. I love having a nice buffer. You just go, I don't have to.
Yeah.
It sounds ridiculous because I love building, but it's, you kind of go, I don't have to build tonight. I can just watch TV. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Such a dumb thought, but I don't know. It's nice. It feels quite comfortable, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It definitely does.
Akruas, thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure seeing you, meeting you, chatting with you.
Yeah, it was nice chatting, guys. Thank you for inviting me.
With pleasure.
Thank you for coming. It's been really nice. I've been wanting to pick your brain about Aurelio, to be honest, because you're close to the same amount of episodes as me, and I'm kind of going, when the hell do I start wrapping up this city? So it's nice. It's nice knowing that maybe I should probably look into the node limit, because if you're almost at it, then probably I am as well.
Well, only if you use that much of networks.
I do. There's roads going bloody everywhere.
Then check it out. Maybe you're just 10k from the limit.
I'm probably closer, to be honest. I'm gonna check out your most recent episode to see how big your city is. Then I can judge from that.
Yes. Anyways, I think till next time. Take care, guys, and thanks for joining.
Bye.
We want to hear more stuff from your side, question stuff. Okay, let me take it from scratch. Give it over. Hello guys, welcome back to another podcast episode. Hello guys, welcome back to another City Slickers podcast episode. Am I saying too much?
Whereabouts are you living? Like where you that was my fault.